Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Nice to see you all again, and thanks for all my subscribers. It means the world to me, so I'll keep on doing the reviews while I'm still getting watches, so that's all very good. Thank you very much. Today I'm going to do like a best of 2017 for the products that I've purchased anyway. And before that though, I just want to tell you a bit about my vaping journey, because I've realised I haven't actually done an introductory video on YouTube, so I thought I'd add that to this video as well. So basically I was a smoker for 23 years, and I gave up when I was about 37 years old, about 5 or 6 years ago, and went on to vaping. Basically it was like a cigarette, and it had an LED in the end, and they weren't very good in those days, but that's how I started, and it took me a while to actually wean me off the fags altogether. But then I went on to the Ego style, you know, the little batteries with the like tornado tank, I think they were called at the time. They had a little cartridge in the top, but they were refillable, so that was a bit of a move in the right direction. Anyway, I was on those for a few months, and then went on to the I think it's the Pro Tank 2 by Kangatech. It was held about 2.5 mils of juice, and it was a lot better. It was a proper tank. I've got it here still, actually. It's this has got the another purchase, the airflow control ring, because when you first got these, it basically had like very little airflow at all. It was a proper mouth to lung vape, and I was on that for a good like half a year to a year before I got my first sub-ohm tank, which was the Sub-Tank Nano from Kangatech as well. And that was a 0.5 ohm Canthal cord with organic cotton, and once I tried that, I was thinking, right, this is more like it, and I was blown away, because I used to smoke roll-ups. It was more like the sort of airflow that I was after. So that's when I went on to box mods as well, because obviously you needed a bit more power. You needed about 20 to 30 watts to run that. So then I moved on to the Kanga Sub-Tank Mini, which was the little brother of the Sub-Tank, which was the big old beast that held about 6 mil of juice, and the Sub-Tank Mini held about 4.5 mil, but it also included the RDA section, and that's when I first got into my rebuilding. I can't remember the year now, I think it was 2013, maybe the start of 2014, but yeah, after that I started watching lots of tutorial videos from Rip Trippers and other reviewers out there, and started getting interested in building my own cores and using RDAs basically, and I've been on them ever since. And I've also went on to RDAs about just over a year and a bit ago, but I still prefer the vape of a good RDA. So that's about it really for my vaping journey. So now I've said that, we'll move on to what gear I bought this year and what items I think are best. So we'll move on now. Back again, guys. Right, so we're going to do my best of 2017. And remember, these are just my opinions based on what I've purchased throughout the year. So the categories are going to be mods, squonk mods, sub-ohm tanks, RDAs, RTAs and batteries, and I'll also talk about the charger and other items that I might use throughout the year. So first category is mods, and over £50, and the winner is the Double Barrel by Squid Industries. This is a real power horse of a mod, this one. It's, you know, I only vape between 30 and 90 watts generally anyway, and most of the time I'm vaping on a single core. I've got the Springer S RTA here, which I'm running at about 35 watts, so this hits hard. The battery life's really good, and it just looks the tits, and it's just yeah, I love it. So this is my winner for the over £50 category. Right, the under £50 category, the nominations are basically, like I say, you know, this is just what I've purchased. So we've got the iJoy Genie, the Tesla Y200 watt, the Smok GX2/4, and the Smok GX350. And now they're all very good mods, but yeah, I'll just show you them. Like, here's the Genie here. This is the one that's got all the colourful display and everything. nice mod. Here's the Tesla Y in the green and the red paint splatter. GX350, 4 cell, 4 batteries this one takes. And there's the GX2/4 from Smock as well. All 4 of those mods I use on a rotational basis anyway, so there's it's very hard to pick a winner, but for the under 50s I'm going to have to give it the Tesla Y 200 watts, because it's just a really sturdy mod, excellent performance, and it's light as you like as well. Like I say, it weighs about 160 grams with batteries in. With the tank on top, it's not going to be much more. Have a quick vape. Right, moving on. I actually got some mini mods as well that I won in a competition from vapor.co.uk, and they sent me I got 2 artery nuggets here, which are basically 50 watt with a built-in LiPo, which so I think they're only 1500 milliamps, those ones, but they're nice little mods for taking down the shops or taking the dog for a walk or whatever. I also got the RX Mini here, an 80 watt device, and of the 2, this one's got a 2100 milliamp hour battery, so I would choose this one, but you can only really fit 22mm tanks on there, so that's just to be bared in mind. The nuggets are good though, because the way that it's got centered 510, you can fit to like 24 on there, even though it's only about 23 milliliters wide. So I'd say both of them are good mods, but I'd give it to the RX Mini because it's got better battery life. Right, on to Squonk mods now. I've only purchased 2 Squonk mods, so it's a bit of an unfair category really, but the first one I purchased was the Lost Vape drone. This was at the latter end of, I think it was the beginning of the 2017. And I've been using this one throughout, and it's just such a good mod. Dual cell, 166 watts, and it just hits hard. It's just a lovely mod. The only drawback is it weighs a ton, so I don't really take it out and about. But just to give you an example of the vape, got the bonzer on top of it here at the moment. It's just a really good mod. DNA 250 chip that's been throttled down to 166 or 167. Battery life's good. It's a great ohmmeter because it's a DNA chip. So basically I do most of my building and check it on here for the resistance. Which is what I always recommend, getting a DNA chip or a EHE chip, because they're renowned to be the best mods out there. So for the regulated device, it'd have to be the Lost Vape drone because it's the only one I bought, but like I say, there wasn't much to choose from throughout the year apart from basically your unregulated mechanical squonkers, so it wins hands down really. I know the G-Box 200's just come out, but I don't think I'm going to be getting that because this is just built so well, and it's going to last me, and I'm very happy with it. And I don't think you can get them in the UK very easily. You might be able to get them in the US or China still, but not sure. But this is definitely my favourite squonk device, unregulated anyway. Right, going on to mechanical squonks. Like I say, I've only purchased one of those too, and it's the Vanny Vape Pulse, and this takes the 2700 batteries there. I've got a re-wrap on it because I did tear the wrap, because that's one drawback of this. You've got to be very careful when you're putting the actual mod in there. I've had it 2 or 3 months now, but after 2 or 3 weeks I realised that I'd damaged the iJoy wrap, so I purchased some spares off of Fogstar, I believe, 20 or 25 wraps for 2 or 3 quid, so it wasn't too bad. But anyway, I've got the Pulse 22 on top, so another vape. It's very nice. This, you can replaceable doors. I've got the cyan and the black doors, so I can put my morph on here and it matches beautifully. So Anyway, this is a top device. Like I say, I haven't tried any others because I thought, what's the point? This is a mechanical squonk mod and it delivers for me, so it wins this category. Anyway, now we're going on to sub-M tanks. This is a category which I don't purchase too many of. I've got a couple which I think I had from 2000, latter end, maybe going into January 17. Got the Igel XL tank here and the Smok TFV8. They're both like hybrids because you've got the rebuildable sections in there, and they're both good, but the stock coils on the Igel taste bloody phenomenal. But the only trouble is they didn't last that long, so I don't use it anymore. And also, if you notice, the bottom of the tank has got this airflow section. It's bloody hard to undo. When you've got it open, it's just that you can easily get onto the mod. So it's not the best design ever, but it was good when I was using it. And the other tank was the Cloud Beast, which basically is a cloudy monster. It's not bad, but it also is subject to leaking with the RBA section in there. The stock coils are very good there, and they last a good 2 or 3 weeks. Very good. So with the larger sub-M tanks, I would give it to the TFV8, although that's probably released in 2016, so it probably doesn't count. But the TFV12 I never got because I thought that was good enough for me. Anyway, going on to the next category, it's the smaller style sub-M tank, and I have the Smok Baby Beast and the Waterflow Flow. But personally, I prefer the Waterflow Flow. This is the SMM actually. My wife's got the Flow, but I haven't got it in here. But the Flow wins that category. Right, now we're on to RDAs, or rebuildable dripping atomizers, and all of the ones I got are squonk friendly. And the winner is the Bonza by the MF Vape and the Vaping Bogan. This is a very competitive category. Like I say, I have not tried the Drop or the Pulse 24 or the Dead Rabbits, but after buying this, I thought I don't need to buy any of those because I'm very happy with this. The airflow is just super smooth, and it's an all-round satisfying vape. Very good build quality, squonk friendly. It squonks really well. This one I got it on the drone. Looks very nice, especially with that drip tip on there. And it's got decent clouds and lovely flavour. So I'll just give you another example. As you can see, I've got a 0.12 build on there, 80 watts on the drone. So the Bonza wins. Other special mentions in that category. We have also got I bought the SXK Goon 1.5, and it's built more or less the same as the 528 Customs, but this is another stunning atomizer. It's beautiful, and I haven't got a build in it at the moment, but it's probably better on a normal mod because you tend to over squonk and it comes out the airflow, so it's not the best there. You still have that with the Bonza, but there's such a deep juice well in the Bonza, it's just better for squonking. The other one I have is where is it? Peerless, and I've got the special edition, but I've also had the regular edition. I've made a nice two-tone look there that looks similar to the Drop, but this is a really nice RDA as well. Smooth airflow with the multiple airflow design as well, which the Bonza obviously was inspired by, but yeah, a very good RDA. I think there's one more. Yeah, we have the Icon as well by MF Vapes and MF Vape. This is another solid RDA. I still use it, but like I say, the Bonza's like overtaken my preference for all of those. So very good. This is a really nice, flavourful RDA. Right, so that's your dual coil RDAs. I've also bought a few single coils. I've only bought 3 actually, but we've got the Morph by Tiger Tech, we've got the Pulse 22 by MF Vape and Tony B again, and we've got the Wasp Nano by Umie. Right, the winner for this one is the Morph RDA. This is a flavour horse. I love it. that and the Bonds are my favourite RDAs of the moment. I'll just put it on the drone here. Just turn the wattage down. You want to do about 50 on. I've got about 0.28 build in this, so just give it a little squonk. It's also got a reduced bore drip tip, this one. It's got the other one as well. I've got that on the Pulse, but I think the flavour's slightly better with this one. It's more like a 510 tip. In fact, I think it is. It's got a 510 adapter on there. But here we go, 46 watts. It's a bit noisy. It verges on whistling, and also it's a bugger to get the top cap off as well. And because it's a one-piece cap, you need to put it just eye up and then it's on. You can't really adjust it on the mod, otherwise you end up tightening it up too much. I've done a review on this tank and a lot of the other items as well, if you like to check the channel out. But this one wins for flavour for me on the single core RDAs. The Pulse is a close second though. In fact, I do like this, especially on the Pulse mod. It looks very nice, and it gives a very good vape as well, because it's got the reduced 22mm chamber there. It's also, I use this on a rotational basis frequently. It's really good flavour as well. I think the Morph just edges it. Right, the third Atomizer with the Wasp Nano. Like, I did various builds in this. It got such rave reviews, but I just thought it was pants. It gets hot because the cores are so close to the mouthpiece, and I just thought it was too airy, and there wasn't any flavour for me. So I think that's the worst RDA I bought this year, but others may disagree. Right, on to the next category. We've got our RTAs, or rebuildable tank atomizers. Right, we'll go on to dual core first. Right, up for nomination we got the Reload. I've got the clone of the Reload because I wasn't prepared to pay £60. I've got the Azeroth by Call Arts, which is a dual and triple core deck. We've got the Troll by Watofo and the Kylin by Vandy Vape. Right, the winner of this category, it's got to be the Reload. Where is it? This one here. I know it's only the clone, but it's really nice flavour. The only trouble is it does tend to seep out of the airflow and the bottom here. I'm not sure if the original might be a bit better, but the Reload it's 24mm. It's decent build quality. It's got postless deck. It's got the bubble tank option, which I broke because I have a tendency to knock my tanks over. And but like I say, it does seep the e-liquid, so I tend not to use it as much as I would. I'd probably need to get the original on there. So that is my winner for the dual core setup. The Azeroth, where is it? Is here. A stunning looking device. The triple core deck the screws were pants, and I kept stripping them, so it was nice flavour, but it wasn't. Everyone raved about that too, but I thought the dual core deck was better, so it's still a good tank. I still use it now and again. Right, the other one was, this is my wooden spoon of the year, the Kylin. It does look nice here in the 2mm version, but I just had all sorts of trouble, as you can see here, where I had to get it off using a pair of mole grips, and the chimney section just kept getting stuck on when you undid it. And I contacted Vandy Vape, and I can't even get it undone. In fact, the glass just spins because I butchered it basically, and I can't use it. And it did have good flavour, but it's just such a crap design. Because look, even now, like I can't get the bottom undone. So that is my big wooden spoon of the year, the Kylin. I know others rave about it, but I can only go on what I've purchased. So that doesn't win it. That comes last in my RTA dual core. But special mention for the Watofo Troll. I think this was released the end of November, December 16, but I didn't get it until 17, so it goes in my awards for this year. And this is trusty, dependable tank, dual core, lovely airflow, and it just flavour horse, and it wicks really well, no leaking at all, and it's just an all-round good tank. I know there's talk about people who have melted insulators, but I tend not to put massive cores in there and make sure that I don't pulse them when they're dry. That's what you've got to watch out for on this. But yeah, this is probably my second best tank of the year, because I still go back to it now. So that's the dual coil RTAs. Right, on to single coil RTAs. Right, this is a competitive section for me, because this is where I actually enjoy my vaping on a nice single coil RTA. And we have the Springer S by Tigertech, Serpent SMM by Watofo and Suck My Mod. We have the Smock Spirals tank, and the OBS Engine Nano, and also the Geek Vape Amit 22, which may have been released at the end of 16, but I got it in 17 also. Right, the winner for this one is definitely the Springer S for me. I know other reviewers have said that it doesn't wick all that well, and it is quite a finicky device, this one. You do need to get the wicking spot on, but for me it's just got the best flavour of all the tanks and RDAs I own. This is the one I vape every day. I love it, and it looks pretty damn good on the double barrel there as well. I've got a vape band on it, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I broke the original bubble glass because this time I was on the train, this tank fell over, the mod fell over, and it just went smash. So I contacted Tigertech and they kindly sent me a replacement. I also broke the other one as well. I don't know how. I was trying to put it on and I tightened it up too much. So that's one thing to bear in mind. I don't think you can get replacements very easy unless you source them off the actual manufacturer there. But kindly Tigertech sent one over, so I'm very grateful for them for doing that. I'll give you a little puff on this just because I love it. Oh, it's just lovely, very flavourful. It's also got a screwless clamp system, this one. I've done a review on this, so you can check out the channel. It's very good build quality. Flavoured pops, it holds about 3.5 ml of juice with the bubble tank and about 2 ml normal mode. It's got buttery smooth threads, this one, and it's got a nice sort of sloping drip tip, which does help with the flavour. And this one doesn't leak either, which is a massive pro in my book, so that's why I tend to use this on a day-to-day basis, and I make sure I keep my double barrel upright on a surface when I'm not moving as well, so I don't have that problem with it smashing again. Right, so that's basically most of the categories done. RDTAs, I don't really use them, but I have got the iJoy Limitless Plus, this one. This holds 6.3 ml of juice, I believe. And this is a good RDTA, but like I say, I fell out of favour with it. I prefer like squonking RDAs or a tank. So, but that one, I would say it's still a very good RDTA if you wish to buy one. You probably pick them up for about £15–20 now. But there you go, that wins that category because I don't have any others. Right. Next, we're going to go on to batteries. Right, for my regulated mods, I use the Samson 30Qs. They come with a pink wrapper. I've also got a few re-wraps. I also put a bit of a plus sign on the end so I know which way round when I'm putting them in my mods or my charger. These are a 3000 milliamp hour battery, and they're rated at 15 amps, but I think Mooch has tested them and he thinks it's closer to 20 as long as you don't get the temperature too hot. So you need to check out Battery Mooch's channel. He's starting to do videos at the moment, so you can check him out on YouTube as well as Instagram and Facebook. So 30Qs are my batteries which I use for all of my regulated mods. Like I say, if you're going to go super low on mechs, you don't really want to use the 30Qs. But what you could use instead, which is my next special mention, is the Sony VCT5As, and they're a 2500 milliamp hour or 2600, I think they say, but I think Mooch tests them at 2.5, and they're a 23 to 25 amp continuous discharge rating. So he rates those as good all-rounders. You can use those on a mech mod. You can put lower own builds, but obviously you need to know your Ohm's law if you're going to be doing that. But yeah, I use them and they hit very hard. They work very nicely in the double barrel here, and the drone, if I am ever going to take it up high, I'll put the VCT5 in at higher wattages just for safety reasons. Right, 2700 is my next battery. I've only got the iJoy 2700s, and I've rewrapped the two 5-peg ones, or the 5 legs I should say, because there's two different sorts you need to watch out for. You've got these 5 pegs, which are these pegs at the top here. These are rated at 30 amps and 3000 milliamp hour for the duration, and Mooch thoroughly recommends them, so that's the battery I use. I think you get Amp King, there's another of other rewraps of the same battery, and I think the Sanyo A's, I've not had those, but you need to check out his channel if you want to know a bit more about the 2700s. But if you're going to get the iJoy, make sure it's got the 5 legs, because the 4-leg one, which came with the Genie, they look very much the same. This is what they look like before you put a wrap on them, and as you can see, this has got the 4 legs on them, so these are only rated at 20 amps, and I think it's 2800 milliamps, the MAH I should say, so they don't last quite as long and they don't hit as hard, and I wouldn't recommend those on a mechanical. So the iJoys, there you have it there, the 5-leg iJoys, definitely the 2700 I recommend. Also thought I'd show you my battery charger I use. I've got this device here. It's a 6-bay battery charger from eFest, and it's called the Luck 6, what's it called again? Luck Blue 6, this one. It's a Bluetooth compatible, so you can look at all your charging readouts on the phone as it's charging. And this is it's very good. Like for me and the wife, we both use battery mods, so we've always got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batteries on the go at the same time. The good thing about this, it takes 2700s no problem at all as well, as you can see there. So I thoroughly recommend this charger. Like I say, special mentions to I think X-Star and Nightcore are other brands out there. I haven't got that. I've had this for over a year and a quarter, and it just does the job for me. So this one is definitely recommended from me, the Lux 6 from eFest. Right, I also have I think everyone should get one of these if you're a builder. It's called, from Coil Master, it's called the K-Bag. And this is what I put all of my building tools in. I don't know if you can see it on camera there, but you can see I've got all my pliers, coils, snips, tweezers, screwdrivers, and then on the top there you've got all my cotton, extra coils. I've got another screwdriver there with the different bits in. I've got my Coil Master, what do they call it, the 510 tab or 521 tab mini, and a couple of extra reels of wire. But like I say, this is a must-have for a vapor, because you just take it out and about with you, or just take it in the other room and it's all there. So special mention for Coil Master for that. It's a great bag for about £10, I think I paid for that. Anyway guys, that's about it for today. I know it's been a bit of a long one, but apologies for that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was of some use to you, and I'll be back again soon for another review or tutorial. So see you again soon, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. I very much appreciate it. Cheers.